33, yes. Director's present, Joe. Jack. Okay, it's time for flag. Pledge of allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. All right, meeting minutes, August 15th, meeting call to order, 5:41 p.m. on the hall. Directors present, Joe Binder, Jack Miller, Jed Strange, Gene Melchers. August 15 minutes presented, approved, motion, Jed, second Joe, 3-0. Financial summary for June, financial summary presented, approved, motion, Gene, second Jed, 3-0. Financial summary July, presented, approved, motion, Gene, Jed, 3-0. Reports, Rosamond Event Center status, discuss current status of the event center. 2, event center events, discuss various events such as farmers markets, dining, etc. 3, Chamber 2019 Newbiz grants, discuss current approval of 2019 Newbiz grants. 4, September Fest Parade 2019, discuss upcoming September Fest Parade details. New business, grants 2020, EV charging stations, Gene discussed possible grants for 2 EV charging stations. And 2, 2019 budget taxes, discuss timeline for 2019 audit taxes and budget. New members, EDF renewables, approved, motion Gene, Jed, 3-0. Public discussion, comments, member comments, Terry Led, Cedar will ask questions on event center pavers, and if final payment was $2,500 was made to fencing company. Director's comments, Gene, none, Jed, none, Joe, question on handrails, Jack, none, meeting adjourned, 6:21 p.m. Motion to approve minutes for August 15th. You weren't here, so.
Can we have discussion real quick?
Sure.
So for minutes, you said that you went over the August 15th minutes. That was the August 15th meeting, so you couldn't have reviewed it. It would have been the July minutes.
Yeah, you're correct. Which would have been July what? July 18th. Correct? Yeah, would have been July 18th.
Yeah.
Good. Pending changes, minutes for July 18th minutes presented.
I'll second.
All those in favor? Okay, financial summary for August.
All right, I got them stapled in order here for you guys.
This month.
Everyone should be good. So we'll go over the August monthly first. We were credited back $36 in bank fees from Mission Bank, and we had program income from September Fest of $2,397.51. We had membership income of $1,155 for a monthly gross income of $3,588.51. We had Septemberfest expenses of $733.74. Chambers facilities and equipment expenses of $522.49. And operational expenses of $187.70 for a net income of the month of $2,144.58. For year to date, we're going to show the fee reversal of $36, total program income of $2,442.51, and a total membership income of $1,355 for a total gross profit of $3,833.51. Program expenses, I believe they match. Yep, they match at $733.74. Chamber facilities and equipment at $1,095.41. And operational expenses at $338.41. For a total net income for the year at $1,665.95. The last page is our balance sheet. We are showing $10,000 in our CD, $100 petty cash that we'll be using for the Septemberfest Rosamond's Got Talent. The mortgage account had $8,020.87. Business checking at California Bank had $4,598.97. And the grant account still had $1,117.37 for a total in checking and saving of $23,837.21. Our total assets, $61,972.21 with liabilities to match.
Motion to approve August financial summary.
One motion.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Yeah, excuse us tonight, you got two sick guys right here. Okay, reports, Rosamond Event Center status. Gene being the project manager, he's going to do a report on that. He couldn't make it tonight, so we're going to defer that for the next meeting. If he shows up, we'll come back to that. Event Center events, we're working on the Diamond Blue event for, I believe it's October 26th, right, Joe?
Yes.
Joe's project, he's working on that. He's got a really nice flyer worked up for that. And showing the movie, it's got somebody who's got one of the big blow-up screens. And then do a movie and sound and everything. Nice movie that all the kids can enjoy. And then, so, working on that, should have a nice event going on.
And that'll be at the event center?
That'll be at the event center.
And that's for everybody, right? Everybody in the
That'd be a
community.
free event. Yeah, it'd be a free event, be kind of the opening of the event center, more or less.
Okay.
So, even though we got a lot to do on it, it's just how we do something to get it going.
Is there liability insurance on the event center?
There absolutely is. Okay, let's see, Chamber 2019 Newbiz grants. It's all been approved. We've sent all the forms back to the county. All we're waiting for is our checks. So we should have that in the next 2-3 weeks probably. So then we we'll get started on the cement pours. The new solar that's gonna go on top of the overhangs, as well as all new windows and doors in the chamber itself. More modern doors and energy efficient doors, and also will be where all the hinges are not accessible and things of that nature. Look forward to that.
Quick question on that. The new window that we had put in, is that part of that, or is that just coming out of our?
That we're gonna have to eat that. That was
Okay.
something we had to do. With September Fest coming up, we decided that it's gonna have to be fixed regardless.
Okay.
We just couldn't wait for the new doors and windows. So unless Gene can get them incorporated into the cost now, as of now, it doesn't look like that's the case. September Fest Parade 2019. We're actually doing really good on that. We've been working really hard on that. We've got, I believe, we're pushing pretty close to 50 vendors this year, just for regular booths, which is a real nice turnout. And then food vendors, we were hoping to have 5. One of them had an issue with the permits, so we're down to 4 vendors. We've got 4 good food vendors that's going to be participating. And we had several sponsors this year, so we're actually doing pretty good on sponsor money. I don't have the exact totals with me tonight. We've been really busy today trying to get everything ready for that.
I think as of today, we're pretty close to where we were last year.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Plus, on top of that, the chamber members really been donating quite a bit of money towards the event itself. Myself, I donated today about $200 worth of products and things that we need for the event. I know Albert and Joe's and Gene as well has all contributed quite a bit of money towards the event as well. So just try to minimize some of the costs and just participate in. But we've had some good grants this year, and working out good. Grants 2020 EV charging stations. That's one of Gene's projects. I was hoping he'd be here tonight, but he got held behind, wasn't going to be able to make it. And so I don't know what his current status is on that, but that's his project. I know he's looking for special grants to get 2 EV charging stations at the chamber itself, and just a way to make a little extra revenue for the chamber. And then 2019 budget taxes. We got a meeting next week. We got to do a audit, and we're gonna have to spend some money on that and have 2 years taxes done. And so that all is going to be resolved in the next 2-3 weeks.
Did you guys finalize the budget for this year?
That happened at that meeting.
Was due in June.
Well,
It's September.
I understand that. You know, sometimes coming up with a budget is not cut and dry like you would like it to be. There's a lot of variables involved, and that we have to account for and consider. Yeah. And so, you know, it's not cut and dry. And, you know, I can make extra comments about that, but I won't. Okay, not in this meeting. So I'll just keep my comments to myself on that. New business. Like you mentioned earlier, we had the new window installed in the chamber. That was our broken window. We need to get it fixed before September Fest. So we went with the least cost window. That was still safety glass that we could afford. And until the grants come in to replace all the windows and door and frames assemblies. And then new marketing sponsorship campaign. As soon as we're done with September Fest, we have a complete new annual marketing project that we're working on. You know, a lot of the sponsors where you're constantly, especially with the event center going on, to have to hound them about sponsoring every single event and so forth, and it's not in their budget, which is the case with many of them that we talked to about sponsoring various things. So we're coming up with a new campaign with an annual sponsorship program, and to where a lot of these, especially the larger corporate companies, can budget in maybe for a little extra amount and get some additional marketing.
It'll be a sponsorship instead of a membership, so it's tax deductible for
It'd
the.
be more on a marketing platform for the companies, so it'd be all be under advertising for them. And most corporates, that's what they look for is advertising budget. They can usually get that approved versus just donations. It's kind of difficult sometimes. So that'd be more of the angle we'll be going with the marketing plan. Do we have it all together yet? No, but we have a good outline that we're working on, and we're going to have a couple special meetings on that as soon as September Fest is over, so we can get going on that. So we've got a lot of marketing materials that we'll be producing and sending out to businesses. Jamel's, who is Matthew Gibbons. He does ribs and so forth. He'll be one of the food vendors at the September Fest, joining as a new member. And then the Skillet, under James Bender, opened up their new business here in town at the old Guido's. So it's a breakfast lunch place from what time?
7 to 2.
7 to 2 p.m. every day. So we welcome them as new members.
Is Jamel's just a,
He's home based.
it's just a standalone type thing?
Yeah,
Just set up
catering
sometime?
right now.
Yeah, he doesn't have an actual store anymore.
He's got a trailer that he sets up around town every once in a while. Jamil's Good Food Gang.
I haven't seen it yet, I just wondered. Thanks.
He needs to open up a business network. He's a good cook.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, we had the teriyaki burrito.
Oh, yeah,
It
yeah.
was really good.
We're being fat now.
So, motion to approve our new members, Jamel's and the Skillet.
I'll motion.
Albert,
I'll second.
Joe. All those in favor?
Aye.
2-0. And we also have several other new members that didn't make it for this meeting that we'll be adding next week. So, okay, member comments, limited 3 minutes. Any member comments?
Yes, I have a number of comments. How many members do we have now for the chamber?
I don't have an exact count today because we have several new members as the other day.
How many was it last month?
I don't know. Off the top of my
You
head.
really can't provide us any information when we come to these meetings.
Well, I can provide you information as I feel we need to provide it, the memberships.
So you're telling me that the members don't have a right to know how many members belong to the chamber?
Hold it, stop right now. Okay. If you're coming here just to dig. and
I'm coming here
pressure me-
asking questions
That's
because you
right.
give us no information.
Well, you can be a little more respectful, I think.
I mean, that's a simple question. If
Well,
you
let me
didn't
finish.
know this month, you
Let
should
me
be able
finish.
to tell me last month.
Let me finish. Like I said, I'm sitting, I'm not in the best mood now, okay? So don't push me.
I really don't care about your mood. I care about the chamber. I worked for 25 years for the chamber. That's why I care.
Yeah.
So you know why I care.
Well, I'll keep my comments then.
We do have a database of the new members. We just haven't run the list to get a count right offhand.
This week I've been busy with the September Fest, okay, so
Well, I understand, but it's a simple number.
sure, it's a simple number. It's growing. Do I have that number right off the top of my head tonight? No.
Do you
Can I
think
give
you'll
you a
have it
good-
next
can I
month
give
for
you
us?
Can I give, yeah, I'll be happy to give you a report next month. But can I give you a guesstimate? Yeah, I'd say in the high 40s. Okay, that's a guesstimate. Can I give you an exact count tonight? No, I cannot.
Okay, and the next item I'd like to discuss is our Christmas parade. I'm working with Auxiliary at the VFW. We've been working for a month on it, and they contacted John Ferrandini over at the school, and it sounds like you guys submitted a parade application to them for our Christmas parade?
That is 100% false. I don't know where you heard that from.
Well, that's what,
There's no truth whatsoever to that. We have not submitted any parade app for Christmas parade whatsoever.
okay, well, we're doing it with the VFW.
That's fine. Yeah. I don't know where you got that information from. There's absolutely
Well, that's what they told John.
John Ferrandini was the contact, you said?
Yes, they contacted him about it.
The only involvement we had with that was when we was asked if we could do, or if they could use the event center facility for the Santa Claus, which apparently they discussed with me. We had one meeting, and that was arranged through John, doing our sound. Garcia. Okay, and he wrote a letter to us asking if they could use it. We told them they was gonna have to provide liability insurance and, all the necessary requests, and approvals, and things of that nature, that there was no guarantee they'd have to submit it to us, we'd put it through for the board approval for them to use it. And apparently they had talked to you, they said, was coordinating with you on that. Something fell through with John Garcia and Lisa Checkley, and they just canceled it from there. That's the only involvement we've had with the parade whatsoever at all. Period.
John Ferrandini did get a parade app for September Fest and came and paid. So that may be a miscommunication on that.
Maybe he assumed we were gonna do Christmas parade, I don't know. We've told everybody that that's totally you, you're coordinating it, that's your project.
Okay, can we discuss a little bit about the event center?
Sure.
You said there's about $1,100 in the account, the grant account or event center account. Last June, just before the end of the month, we brought in at least $6,500 in pavers, and we got $5,000 donated from Zach's office for finishing the event center. I'd like to sort of know where all that money went, if there's only $1,100 in that account.
You got any information on that? Sure.
So, let's see. As far as the event center goes, what's been spent on the previous,
Do you know what we brought in total with the grant money?
so grant money, we had $20,000 for the 2016 grant.
Okay.
We had spent $37,301.41 on that grant. So more than $17,000 over what the grant was provided. So that would be enough to cover the $5,000 additional from the county and the $7,875 from the brick papers.
And can I get a breakdown of all that? I think he and I was the one.
That would be up to the board to decide if they want to give you a breakdown of that.
Yeah, because there was some grants that we got before. We got $10,000 before that went into that account
From whom?
from the county. We got,
So we, according to QuickBooks, everything that was entered in QuickBooks, we received $20,000 from the county for the 2016 grant. And if there was more, I would like to know how that was tracked, because that was before we came in. Because it's not in QuickBooks.
The 30,000 that you're mentioning, is that from grants only, or is that from other?
yes, there was a $10,000 grant for the stage, a $10,000 grant for the front fencing, and a $10,000 grant for the electrical. So that's $30,000 right there.
That would be. I don't see it. It wasn't recorded since I've taken over the books. And when did that money come in?
Well, I imagine one of them coming in 15.
Okay, because I gathered as much information as I could. We only came in, or at least I only came in last year. So how that money was tracked before I came in, I can't say. All I could do is refer to what I was given. So if you have more information on it, that you would like to provide to us, I'd be more than willing to sit down and look at that.
All that information was in QuickBooks.
Okay, well,
In the
this is all the
chamber.
information that I have from QuickBooks.
So may I suggest, you guys said there's gonna be an audit of taxes resolved for the next 2 years in your budget. So maybe you, after that audit is complete, you can come back and tell us those numbers.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I'll give you a full report.
we're working on an internal
Yeah,
audit for
'cause it's
that.
due in, it's due in June?
The budget was due in June.
Oh, the budget was due
due in
in
June.
June. But you guys are doing an audit for the next 2 years or something like that.
Last
so-
2
La-
years.
last
Last 2 years.
So those books should be, especially if you're doing an audit for your taxes.
Yeah, it should be clear.
And a part of not having the budget right now, as far as the last two, I've only been here for a month or two, is we've been waiting on an audit to make sure the books are in order to further the budget for this year, to approve a budget.
Now,
Well,
there was-
I can understand that, but I've been a budget person most of my professional life. And that budget, when it's due, it's due.
Oh, yeah.
You may have some things missing or something that maybe a miss, or maybe I'll do this later, but you have to have something to work on, fellas.
we have a rough
So-
draft budget, but getting it approved is another issue.
So,
And you can always amend a
Yeah.
budget if you have to say the end of September and you still haven't
Next
done
week,
budget.
next week, we will have a signed approved budget. Now, whether it gets amended beyond that, I don't know.
gotta start with something.
We will have a signed approved budget next week. So, but, keep in mind too, and this is before we took over, there was a crash of the QuickBooks database and they reloaded a new QuickBooks. And Donna was having trouble getting some of the old files. So now whether stuff come up missing then, I don't know. But
The book's
that's a
balanced.
fact, that's a fact.
The book's balanced at the end of June in 2018.
Well, you keep talking about this
Those
ledger
books
book,
balanced.
which is no longer existing at the chamber and never was since I took over.
Well, the first meeting I came to as a member from the Current Historical Society, the budget matched, because I put that in the briefing. That they went through, they came across everything they needed to, and it was a balanced budget, and they accounted for everything.
Well, you didn't hear that in our meeting.
Pardon?
For the bank statements.
Donna was there, and you guys were all there.
There-
Except you, Joe. But,
There's, from what I understand, budget's just on QuickBooks. Was there handwritten invoices or a ledger book or anything like
all
that?
I
where-
heard was the book's balanced.
Okay. Do you know, Terry, do you know if there was any other things like receipts written down or anything like that where we could?
Well, there was
look-
files in there. That one filing cabinet had all the information on the chamber. Every member, and it stated when their membership expires, so you could.
And all that's still there.
All that was there.
And we never touched any of that.
Well, it's not in that file cabinet. It had to be moved in.
We tore that place apart looking for the so-called ledger book. Doesn't exist. And we did not throw any of that away. So where it went, you got me.
Because I've gone through and I've looked for members in QuickBooks that I've brought in personally, and there's no record of those members in they weren't even entered in QuickBooks as a customer,
I'm
much
sorry,
less
but
showing.
let me
in
interrupt.
any-
We actually have a gas leak here. We need everybody to exit the building immediately, please.
Gas
Okay,
leak.
meeting adjourned.
Motion.
One second.
Robert,
At what time?
Joe.
6?
All those in favor?
6:02.
Okay.
Okay?